Yeah?
Oh, oh no. You gotta go back in time. I'm disappearing.
Oh no. I gotta go back in time. Bow, down, bow, bow, down.
Howdy, folks. Welcome on back to You, Me, and the Movies. And I'm back. Mrs. Movies went back in time, changed the past to reset the future. So now we can watch one of our favorite movies all over again. What movie is it?
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future.
That's right.
The movie that brought us together.
Yeah, it did. It really was.
On your Match.com profile, where we're going, we don't need roads.
It caught you, didn't it?
Was your little slogan. What's funny is because it wasn't from this movie, though.
No, it was actually from
in our heads, we both say
the
it as Paul
40-year-old
Rudd
version. Yeah.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
You don't need roads.
But also this movie.
Yeah, this is one of my all-time favorite movies.
And one of my all-time favorites. I remember watching this over and over as a kid. On my DeLorean Lego set.
I didn't ever, have it, so I didn't watch it over and over and over, but I always watched it when it was on TV.
Yeah, because it was always on, TBS.
Exactly, yeah. They always played those on the weekends and stuff.
The whole trilogy.
Yeah.
Back to the Future marathon.
My dad loved the movies also, so we always watched them when they were on.
When I was little, I used to make my own DeLoreans with my Legos.
Lego DeLoreans.
Before they had the official set.
Pretty cool.
So
I bet they weren't this good.
Back to the Future. No, they were actually really good. I'd
All
make little
gray?
hoverboards that were actually looked pretty cool. Right. Little 4x4s.
Yeah.
4x2s on little...
I can envision it.
Yeah.
I can see it being cool.
Yeah. So I had little Back to the Future adventures with my Legos.
How could you not?
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah.
Well, should we jump in and watch Back to the Future all over again?
I honestly am very excited, so yeah, I can't wait to watch it with everyone.
Let's do it.
But first, like, comment, subscribe. Come hang out with us for our favorite movie.
Back to the Future. And check out our Patreon link down below if you want early access to our videos, full-length commentary, access to polls, help us pick what we watch next. Links down there. Check it out.
You can also follow us on Twitter or Instagram if you feel like it.
And if you don't feel like it, you can not follow us on Twitter and Instagram.
That's right.
Let's watch Back to the Future.
Here we go. Such an iconic logo. Iconic.
Yeah.
The Senate is expected to vote on this today. In other news,
He has a timer to turn his TV on,
It's pretty cool.
not turn it off.
Why would you want to turn it off?
the FBI was investigating the matter. Has no comment.
Toaster needs a little work.
I just think that those two pieces of bread have probably been in there for a couple days.
That smell is never getting out of that house.
You don't like the smell of Calcan?
No. Burnt toast. Between the dog food and the burnt toast, that place gotta smell like shit. Who turns it all the way up? Who does that?
Turn it up to 11.
Thought so much as a little test.
That's a big-ass subwoofer.
Oh, God. You broke it.
Are those white clocks I hear?
No. What else could it be?
Perfect. My experiment worked. They're all exactly 25 minutes slow.
Are you telling me that it's 8:25?
Precisely.
Damn. I'm late for school.
What kind of experiment is he doing to make the clocks 25 minutes slow?
I have no idea.
Just setting them all the same time, just 25 minutes slower. Right?
Or he sent the clocks back in time? I don't know. It's a curious thing. Make a one man weep. Make another man sing.
Change a heart to a little white dove.
More than a feeling. That's the power of love.
You know who else likes Huey Lewis in the news?
Who?
Patrick Bateman.
That's so true. I really love Huey Lewis in the news, though. Also, that song, no matter what, always makes me want to dance.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
I notice your band is on the roster for the dance auditions after school today. Why even bother, McFly? You don't have a chance. You're too much like your old man. No McFly ever amounted to anything in the history of Hill Valley.
That nose touch.
So awkward, right?
We're the pinheads.
Hellraiser fan, huh? Actually, this was before Hellraiser.
Was it?
Yeah.
He was like, "You're not doing it right."
I'm afraid you're just too darn loud. Next, please.
In before all the comments saying, you know that's Huey Lewis, right?
I know it's Huey Lewis.
No good. What if they say, get out of here, kid? You got no future. I mean, I just don't think I can take that kind of rejection. Jesus, I'm starting to sound like my old man.
There's this guy on Instagram that it's called David's Miniatures.
Yeah.
And he makes Back to the Future miniatures that are perfect. Go check him out on Instagram. He's super
Does he
cool.
have the whole town square?
He makes little
scenes?
Yeah, little scenes and paid work. So, like, if somebody... Like, he just did a Zales bench with all the little details. So cool.
Well, Jennifer, my mother would freak out if she knew I was going up there with you, and I get the standard lecture about how she never did that kind of stuff when she was a kid. I mean, look, I think the woman was born a nun.
Save the clock tower! Save the clock tower! We at the Hill Valley Preservation Society think it should be preserved exactly the way it is, as part of our history and heritage.
There you go, lady. There's a quarter.
Would you donate keep the clock the same or fix it?
I mean, the fact that it is frozen in time because of that lightning bolt, pretty cool. I think I might try to save that. If it just stopped working for no reason, I'd try to fix it, I think.
Okay.
That's cool. Yeah, the little tiny Zales bench that he did, had a little piece of paper on it that had the note on it.
The number?
Yep.
I can't believe you loaned me your car without telling me it had a blind spot. I could have been killed.
Can I assume that your insurance is going to pay for the damage?
My insurance. It's your car. Your insurance should pay for it. I want to know who's going to pay for this. I spilled beer all over when that car smashed into me. Who's going to pay my...
Don't tell that to the insurance guy.
Biff, now I wouldn't want that to happen. Now look, I'll finish those reports on
Peanut M&Ms before Red and Blue.
Is that a running theme for all the movies we're watching this month?
I guess it must be.
Better off without having to worry about all the aggravation and
God.
headaches.
You know how well peanut brittle would do in our house? I would blow up with rage. And they eat a lot of peanut brittle.
Apparently. Well, he does at least. George does.
Your Uncle Joey didn't make parole again.
One thing about this movie is that the age makeup is awesome.
Yeah, it's so great.
They all look older.
They all do look older.
See you later, Pop. Woo! Come on, time to change that oil.
Hey, Marty.
Crispin Glover is just so weird.
When I was your age, I never chased a boy or called a boy or sat in a parked car with a boy.
Then how am I supposed to ever meet anybody?
Like the way I met your father.
That was so stupid. Grandpa hit him with the car. Your father kissed me for the very first time on that dance floor. And it was then that I realized that I was going to spend the rest of my life with him.
She's like, oh, God. What a decision.
Sleeps just like you. How big's his drill pile?
Not every night, just some nights.
The coolest car in all of movies.
Definitely.
Cinematic history. Move over, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Herbie the Love Bug.
I mean, what do they use if DMC didn't make the DeLorean? Right?
Probably something stupid like a Corvette, a Camaro, or something like that. Just something generic, sporty.
Put your seatbelt on. That's it.
He's just like the goodest boy.
Einstein's not in the car anymore. That's a guy in a dog suit.
The car!
It'd be really cool if he actually did remote control it.
When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
I think some of these shots are some of the only remaining Eric Stoltz shots from when he was...
Oh, yeah, when he was first cast.
Yeah. From the back. It's
They
not actually
shot
Michael J. Fox.
the entire movie with Eric Stoltz before they reshot the entire movie with Michael J. Fox.
What did I tell you? 88 miles per hour!
What do you think 88?
I don't know.
I sent him into the future. 1 minute into the future, to be exact.
Why not 2 minutes? Why just 1 minute?
Didn't want him to be traveling through time too long.
Are you telling me that you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
The way I see it, if you're gonna build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style? Look out!
Yeah, it just looks cool.
Style. His face. It's like, oh, is this supposed to do that?
He built it. He should know.
What, is it hot?
It's cold, damn cold.
Yeah, it was probably absolute zero.
He's all right.
He's fine, and he's completely unaware that anything happened.
I think he knows something happened. He ran to that van. Like, he didn't want to be in that car anymore.
It was all the bright lights. And noises, probably.
I remember when this was all farmland as far as the eye could see. Old man Peabody owned all of this. He had this crazy idea about breeding pine trees. No. This sucker's electrical. But I need a nuclear reaction to generate the 1.21 gigawatts of electricity I need.
Doc, you don't just walk into a store and buy plutonium. Did you rip that off?
Of course, from a group of Libyan nationalists. They wanted me to build them a bomb, so I took their plutonium and in turn gave them a shiny bomb casing full of used pinball machine parts. Come on!
We should get a pinball machine.
If it's a Back to the Future pinball machine,
Or Godzilla.
I'll sign up for it.
You think that's what plutonium really looks like?
Probably not.
Safe now. Everything's lead lined. See that? The record? Let's put this back here. There we go.
Like, everything's lead lined. There's a whole
I
box
know.
full of it.
Okay,
Just
so-
open and closing.
Who knows if they got cotton underwear in the future? Oh, I'm allergic to all synthetics. I, Dr. Emmett Brown, am about to embark on an historic journey. What am I thinking of? I almost forgot to bring extra plutonium. How did I ever expect to get back? One pellet, one trip. I must be out of my mind.
Yeah, that would have been a real fuck up, huh?
Well, if he went to the future,
He might be able to easily find plutonium in the future.
it's on store shelves in the future.
Holy shit! Doc, wait! No! Bastard!
He's He's lucky that gun tends to jam a lot.
I don't think I've ever watched this movie on a screen this large before. It feels more exciting. Feels like being in the theaters, like for the first time, you know?
You got up to like 85 there.
Oh, God.
Let's see if you bastards can do 90.
Well, that rocket can.
Those bales of hay would not be as forgiving as this movie makes it seem.
No.
It'd be like hitting bricks.
Yeah.
What is it? What is it, Paul?
Looks like an airplane. Without wings.
That ain't no airplane. Look.
Sorry about your barn.
It's already mutated into human form. Shoot it!
Is Tales from Space an actual comic book, or do you think they made it for the
I don't know. My pine, is that what he said? He's the one that did the pine, Doc was talking about pine breeding?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
I've never noticed that before.
And that's why in the future, it's called the Lone Pine Mall now. Because Marty just ran it over instead of the Twin Pine Mall.
Oh, I never noticed that before.
You've never noticed that?
No. I usually just watch it because it's like a mindless, fun movie. I've never really
looked for the details.
Right, I've never really paid
There's
attention
so
to
many
the
little
details.
details in this movie. That's his house.
Yeah.
That's a lot of city growth in 30 years.
Yeah. Population 65. Is that what I said?
It was born in 65.
What was that, 65? There was a 65 sign that said 65, like it was miles per hour. That road would not have been 65 miles per hour in the 50s.
Oh, Route 65?
Oh, maybe. Can you imagine an economy so great? You have 4 people
servicing your car,
pumping your gas,
filling your air, checking your oil, and filling your gas.
And gas was probably 20 cents a gallon.
Yeah.
Oh, look, FFA. Future Farmers of America.
It's gotta be a dream.
Why wouldn't he he watched it happen. Why wouldn't he believe that it happened?
It's different when you experience it.
I guess.
What'd you do, jump ship? What? Well, what's with the life preserver?
I got a life preserver koozie.
It's pretty cool.
It's good for bottles.
Look, just give me something without any sugar in it, okay?
Something without sugar.
I wonder if his coin's got to be from like 1970 something.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, hey, Biff. Hey, guys. How are you doing?
Yeah, you got my homework finished, McFly?
Well, actually, I figured...
Here's Billy Zane.
Mm-hmm. I just noticed that.
What?
That's right, he's gonna be mayor. Yeah,
Mayor. Now that's a good idea. I'll be the most powerful man in Hill Valley, and I'm gonna clean up this town.
Good. You can start by sweeping the floor.
Man, Goldie Wilson. Like the sound of that.
Who's he peeping on?
I don't know.
He's a peeping Tom.
It's not Lorraine, is it?
I don't think so. Oof.
Stella! Another one of these damn kids jumped in
Oh
front
yeah,
of my car!
might have been Lorraine.
Come Come on out here, help me.
Or Stella, his grandma.
Ew. Yeah. One of the two, I guess. No, Stella had shorter hair. Has shorter hair. You know, it would have been like Lorraine to undress in front of the window because she knows somebody's watching her through the window, right?
George.
Yeah, just to do it because she's a horny little teenager.
She's very thirsty.
I've never seen purple underwear before, Calvin.
Why do you keep calling me Calvin?
That is your name, isn't it? Calvin Klein? It's written all over your underwear. Klein?
Can you imagine the Eric Stoltz version of this scene?
I can't imagine Eric Stoltz in any version of this movie.
He'd be like, "You're my mother. Put your pants back on."
The look she gives him as she's closing the door.
I know. It's like, oh.
Do you think she took George's pants off?
Definitely.
So you're my Uncle Joey. Better get used to these bars, kid.
Yes, Joey just loves being in his playpen. He cries whenever we take him out, so we just leave him in there all the time.
Oh, the humorous irony.
We should have had more kids. We should have had like 4.
And then we'd have like 5 girls.
Yeah, that's why we
Go
didn't.
more
That's
crazy
right.
than I am.
That's why we didn't.
Listen, do you know where Riverside Drive is?
It's on the other end of town, a block past Maple.
A block past Maple. That's John F. Kennedy Drive.
Who the hell is John F. Kennedy?
Wouldn't John F. Kennedy be a politician by now? He wasn't president, but he was like
in 55?
State senator or something like that.
I don't know.
You should spend the night. I think you're our responsibility.
Well, gee, I don't know.
And he can sleep in my room.
I gotta go. I gotta go.
I gotta go.
He's an idiot. Comes from upbringing. His parents are probably idiots too. Lorraine, you ever have a kid who acts that way, I'll disown you.
I wonder if Marty's grandpa's still around.
Nah, he's probably dead. Oh, he might be. I don't know. We never see him. We don't know.
I'm just wondering if he disowned her or not.
No.
Don't say a word. Doc, I don't want to know your name. I don't want to know
Oh,
anything.
look, a puppy Einstein.
I
That
think it's
can't
just a
be right.
different type of dog.
Yeah, I was like, that can't be right. Einstein would be like really, really
You
old.
think he's a 30-year-old dog?
He looks just like him.
I'm from the future. I came here in a time machine that you invented.
Do you know what this means? It means that this damn thing doesn't work at all.
It's a big contraption, too.
It's a piece of shit.
Look at this picture. It's my brother, my sister, and me. Look at her sweatshirt, Doc. Class of 1984.
Pretty mediocre photographic fakery. They cut off your brother's hair.
His brother's already starting to fade in that picture.
Mm-hmm. They cut off your brother's hair.
Who's president of the United States in 1985?
Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan, the actor? Then who's vice president? Jerry Lewis?
That would have been a very confusing point to make.
Yeah, Ronald Reagan.
Yeah.
And that's when he came up with the idea for the flux capacitor, which is what makes time travel possible.
They both have matching bumps on their heads.
Mm-hmm. Would you believe somebody if somebody came back with a vehicle
Like that?
that was very clearly not from your time?
Yeah. I think he's an alien. Already mutated into human form.
It worked!
Yeah, it does.
I finally invent something that works!
It's a hell of a first invention to work.
No kidding. I mean, this wasn't his first invention, but...
Look at me! I'm an old man!
I'm Dr. Emmett Brown. I'm standing here on the...
Well, what on earth is this thing I'm wearing?
Wow, this is a radiation suit.
Radiation suit. Of course. Because of all the fallout from the atomic wars.
To generate the 1.21 gigawatts of electricity.
1.21 gigawatts! 1.21 gigawatts! Great Scott!
His physical comedy is really great.
What the hell is a gigawatt?
But the only power source capable of generating 1.21 gigawatts of electricity is a bolt of lightning. Unfortunately, you never know when or where it's ever going to strike.
We do now.
This is the answer. It says here that a bolt of lightning is going to strike the clock tower at precisely 10:04 p.m. next Saturday night.
But how many seconds? You gotta have the seconds down too.
Yeah, because it was instantaneous sort of situation, right? Because 60 seconds is a long time.
Yeah.
It's good. I can spend a week in 1955. I can hang out. You can show me around.
Marty, that is completely out of the question. You must not leave this house. Anything you do could have serious repercussions on future events.
Oh, this problem is...
Yeah, well, I might have sort of bumped into my parents.
Great Scott!
Great Scott!
Just as I thought. This proves my theory. Look at your brother.
His head's gone. It's like it's been erased.
Erased from existence.
What I don't understand is why Marty wouldn't have been erased first.
He's the youngest. So it goes from oldest to youngest.
Why would that make sense? Why wouldn't...
Because he has more time to correct it.
In my mind, it makes more sense that since he was the last to be born, if you take time away, he would be the first to go.
No, it makes sense to me that way it goes.
All right.
Look at that Strickland. Jesus, didn't that guy ever have hair?
Shape up, man.
Just got it on the sides.
Oh, what's wrong with that?
Lorraine?
Calvin!
I'd like you to meet my good friend George McFly.
Hi, it's really a pleasure to meet you.
How's your head?
Oh, good.
George's like, it's a pleasure to meet you. I've been looking in your window for a couple of weeks.
Whoa, wait a minute. Doc, are you trying to tell me that my mother has got the hots for me?
Precisely.
Duh.
Whoa, this is heavy.
There's that word again. Heavy. Why are things so heavy in the future? Is there a problem with the Earth's gravitational pull? Look! There's a rhythmic ceremonial ritual coming up.
A rhythmic ceremonial ritual.
She told me to tell you that she wants you to ask her to the Enchantment Under the Sea dance.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I think Crispin Glover's younger than Michael J. Fox.
I don't know.
I think he is.
Get your meat hooks off of me.
You heard her. She said, get your meat hooks off. Ah, please.
So what's it to you, butthead?
I've never noticed this guy wearing a 3D glasses the whole damn time.
You never did.
He's got to be seeing the world
And
coming
blue and red.
right at him. Because you don't already see the world in 3D, you know?
Maybe those are prescription. Maybe he only sees in 2D with those.
He's got this weird disorder where his eyes only see in 2D. Everything just looks like pictures.
No depth perception.
Who are you?
My name is Darth Vader. I am an extraterrestrial from the planet Vulcan.
He's mixing Star Wars and Star Trek.
I have to ask Lorraine out, but I don't know how to do it.
All right, okay, listen, keep your pants on. She's over in the cafe.
All right, gas is only 19 cents a gallon.
Tell her destiny brought you together. Tell her that she is the most beautiful girl you've ever seen in the world. What are you doing, George?
I'm writing this down. This is good stuff. Give me a milk. Chocolate.
You must have a tab there.
He must. He orders things.
Lou had that ready real fast.
My density has brought me to you.
What?
Not a good smeller.
George McFly, I'm your density.
I'm your density, too.
Yeah, you are.
How much money you got on you?
Well, how much you want, Biff?
It's a good shot.
Great camera work.
Yeah.
That's Calvin Klein. Oh my God, it's a dream.
Oh, jeez.
I'll get it back to you, all right?
Wow, look at him go!
Blowing everybody's minds in 1955.
Oh, he's gonna scratch up those white walls. Oof.
I'm gonna ram.
Ugh.
That's a lot of shit.
I'm gonna get that son of a bitch.
Where does he come from? Yeah, where does he live? I don't know. But I'm gonna find out.
She's gonna have to change her underwear.
She's got some real oysters in there.
I do understand. If I know too much about my own future, I can endanger my own existence. Just as you've endangered yours.
Your existence in the future, though. You got time to forget.
It's actually about surviving past the future.
PM this Saturday night, lightning will strike the clock tower, electrifying the cable just as the connecting hook makes contact, thereby sending 1.21 gigawatts into the flux capacitor and sending you back to 1985. All right.
Do you think it works?
God, I hope so. He's got a date with Jennifer he's got to make it to.
Release.
His bucket of oily rags.
How did you know I was here?
I followed you. I think a man should be strong so he can stand up for himself and protect the woman he loves.
Doc's facial expressions during that whole scene are just money.
Classic.
Why is she gonna get angry with you?
Well, because, George, nice girls get angry when guys take advantage of them.
Oh, you mean you're gonna go touch her on her...
No, George.
She wouldn't be angry. She's thirsty.
You walk up, you open the door, and you say...
Hey, you, get your damn hands off her. You really think I ought to swear?
Yes, definitely. God damn it, George, swear. You know, if you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything.
Isn't that what his dad told him?
I don't know.
What you got under here? Don't touch that. Some new specialized weather sensing equipment.
You got a permit for that?
Of course I do.
Just a second. Let me see if I can find it here.
He's just bribing him.
Yeah, of course I do.
Let's see. How about a 20?
Never noticed that before either.
Two of my first ever CDs were the Back to the Future soundtrack and the score.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
the score is awesome.
It is a very good score.
It's iconic scores.
Do you mind if we park?
That's a great idea. I'd love to park. Huh. Marty, I'm almost 18 years old. It's not like I've never parked before.
What?
All my life you've been lying to us.
You shouldn't drink.
Why not?
Because you might regret it later in life. You smoke too?
Marty, you're beginning to sound just like my mother.
I wonder if that stops her from drinking in the future. Because she was like an alcoholic in the...
Right.
Marty? Why?
Ha-cha-cha.
My crush Elliot Thompson starts.
Well, with That dress.
Between this and Howard the Duck.
Oh boy, how could it not?
Help me become a man.
Gross.
She's not my mom.
At least the feeling is mutual. Like, this is not right. Hold on.
This is all wrong. I don't know what it is. It's like I'm kissing my brother. I guess it doesn't make any sense, does it?
Totally does.
It makes perfect sense.
He caused $300 damage to my car, you son of a bitch.
It's probably how much that car cost in the 50s.
They just threw him in the back of that.
Hey, listen, guys. Look, I don't want to mess with no reefer addicts, okay?
You got reefer madness.
Hey, you. Get your damn hands off. Oh.
Lorraine, run. It's pretty good for a left-handed hook there, huh?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
George has probably caught a couple chickens in his life.
Yeah.
I can't play.
Ooh, come on.
Excuse me.
Just pops right back up.
Fate has been sealed.
All right, this is an oldie, but it's an oldie where I come from. All right, guys, listen. This is the blues riff and B. Watch me for the changes and try and keep up, okay?
I love the band has no problem picking it up, right?
Well, it's a blues riff and B.
Go, go.
Go, Johnny, go, go. Go, Johnny, go, go, go. Go, Johnny, go, go.
Go, Johnny, go, go. Johnny, be good. Took it too far.
Sometimes you just feel it.
Like, what is that god-awful noise?
I guess you guys aren't ready for that yet. But you could.
Did you break my guitar?
This thing makes that noise?
Right.
Marty, that was very interesting music. I hope you don't mind, but George asked if he could take me home.
Great, good, Lorraine. I had a feeling about you, too.
I have a feeling, too.
An oyster-like feeling. She's got lots of enchantment under the sea, huh?
George might need Marty's life preserver.
If you guys ever have kids, and one of them, when he's 8 years old, accidentally sets fire to the living room rug, go easy on him. Okay.
We're like, that's oddly specific, but you got it.
Marty. Such a nice name.
He's lucky they don't end up naming their first kid Marty.
Yeah.
This is the exact time you left. Let's send you back at exactly the same time. It'll be like you never left.
The Libyans, though, like, I would have picked a different time.
Well, he's not going to be at the
Libyans.
mall, though. He's downtown. The mall's out by in the fields.
You are correct.
Slow as you hit that wire with a connecting hook at precisely 88 miles an hour, the instant the lightning strikes the tower, everything will be fine.
Cross your fingers. Lots of precision needed here.
What's the meaning of this?
We'll find out in 30 years.
It's about the future, isn't it? I refuse to accept the responsibility. Great Scott!
Don't have time to talk about it now. Shit. I hate a time crunch. Really hate it.
Engine running. Right.
Not the time.
Darn starter.
Not the fucking time. Oh god. I don't understand how I can still have so much anxiety. I know what happens. I've seen it a million times. And yet I'm still nervous as hell that that's going to drop and he's not going to get it plugged in time. I don't understand my brain. Pick up your leg, pick up your leg, pick up your leg. Come on. Go, go, go.
Just needed to honk.
Come on, Doc. Still gonna get caught on the tree. Still gotta yank it.
It's got a minute. Good thing you have those gloves on.
Something tells me those gloves wouldn't have actually helped. Imagine he just has to assume that it worked, right?
Yeah.
You just gotta
all that
hope
fire to be like, did I just blow him up?
Yeah, exactly. You gotta hope in 30 years you actually find him. Whoopsie.
They're at a Lone Pine Mall now.
Yeah. I've never noticed that before.
Doc! Doc! Oh.
His face.
I never got a chance to tell you. About all that talk. About screwing up future events, the space-time continuum.
Well, I figured. What the hell?
You already fucked it up anyways.
So how far ahead are you going?
About 30 years. It's a nice round number.
Look me up when you get there, all right? Oh, and watch that re-entry. It's a little bumpy.
You never know where you're gonna pop up. Re-entry. I love that they don't address the Libyans.
No, they crashed into that photo booth.
Yeah, but we just assume they died or disappeared. They would have gone back for their plutonium still.
Like, they blew up with that rocket launcher.
We just
They
didn't
just didn't
see
show
it.
it because it's PG.
Must be it.
In time. Bam, bam, bam.
Well, if Paul calls me, tell him I'm working at the boutique late tonight.
God, good thing they're still living in the same house. He could have woken up in a stranger's house.
Now, Biff, I want to make sure that we get 2 coats of wax this time, not just 1.
Just finishing up the second coat now.
Now, Biff, don't con me.
I meant I was just starting on the second coat.
Yeah, Biff, what a character.
Mr. McFly just arrived. Oh, hi, Marty. I think it's your new book.
Like how Biff has become like a nice guy to them all of a sudden.
Kiss ass is what it is. He's a kiss ass.
Marty!
Wait a minute. What are you doing, Doc?
Home energy reactor.
Wait a minute, Doc. What are you talking about? What happens to us in the future?
No, Marty. Both you and Jennifer turn out fine. It's your kids, Marty. Something has got to be done about your kids.
Her face.
What now?
Hey, Doc, we better back up. We don't have enough road to get up to 88.
Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.
That's right. We don't need roads.
I don't mind.
Back in time.
Back in time. All right.
Gotta love Huey Lewis and the news.
World's greatest movie.
Yep. What a tease, though, to end the movie like that with a little glimpse of more time travel and just to go to credits.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, the car flies now, and then, and that was without any sequel plans.
Yeah.
And then
They didn't
even thought of a Back to the Future Part 2.
Although, how could
We
you
know what
not?
happens, yeah. They write them and film them, back Part 2 and 3 together, and release them a couple years later.
It's just the greatest.
Yeah. 2's my favorite.
3's mine. Well, 1 is my favorite. 3 is my second
1's the
favorite.
best one, but I like 2 because you get to see 1 all over again from a different perspective. And then the whole future stuff. So the hoverboard and all that stuff. But yeah, Back to the Future. The classic film.
Love it. It gives me all the feels.
Yeah, you can never... It's lightning in a bottle. Or
Yeah,
lightning
it really
on a
is, yeah.
clock tower.
It gives you nostalgia. It gives you a love story. Gives you action, comedy.
Every single aspect of this movie is iconic. From the car, to the music, the score, the characters, even the action pieces, like the skateboard chase and all that stuff. It's just...
You're right, lightning in a bottle. They really nailed it with this one.
That's why I was like, I hope they never remake this movie.
I pray that they never do.
The writer and director...
They made it pretty clear
they're
that
like-
they don't want that to happen either. Yeah.
As long as I'm alive, this will never be remade. So.
Yeah.
But they go on to make 2 sequels. Universal Studios ride. You ever go on the Back to the Future ride?
Did we go on it when we went for our honeymoon?
I don't know if it was still open then.
I don't think it was. No, they
I
had
went to it once.
They had the Back to the Future store
Yeah.
where you could go in and see the DeLorean.
Yeah.
And all the
merch.
merchandise and stuff, but no,
That's
I don't
where
think
I got the Lego set.
there wasn't. Yeah,
I was on a honeymoon.
there wasn't a ride. Dang.
I went on the ride when I was like probably 16 or something like that. Or I can't remember when I took my little sisters to Disneyland.
Yeah, I
Universal.
maybe went on it when I went to Disneyland when I was a kid. That was like when I was 7 or 8. So I was like second grade, so I don't remember anything.
It was kind of like the ride was a sequel where Doc has made more time machines and they're like big DeLoreans, so you could fit everybody in them.
Oh, cool.
And it was like one of those interactive
Yeah.
3D rides, right? And he also changed the flux capacitor and the time circuits to include locations.
So you go different places in time.
Yeah. So we'll chase through history, all back to the dinosaurs, and trying to stop Biff from changing the past.
Cool.
So that's fun. And there's also a cartoon, which is actually in that
in that box
collection we have. The girls like to watch it sometimes.
Yeah.
It's kind of a fun little history cartoon with Christopher Lloyd playing Doc as the intros and little sections and stuff. It's
also a video game.
It's like a Bill Nye kind of segments and stuff. So gotta love Back to the Future.
Absolutely.
What is your favorite aspect of it, though? If you could pick one great thing about Back to the Future, what is it?
I love that he gives his dad the confidence that he never had, right? Confidence that he was never supposed to have.
Yeah.
And he gives him a little piece of himself
Yeah. Well,
in order to
the parallels he notices when his dad says, "What if they think I'm no good?" And Marty says that earlier. He's like, "Man, my dad was just like me. I know exactly what he's feeling." I'm pretty sure George gives him that pep talk a little bit too, and he just says it right back to him.
He says it there at the end too.
Yeah, at the well, maybe that's when it happens. Is he says it to him there at the end. So yeah, I've seen it so many times I get it mixed up sometimes. But yeah, it gives him the self-confidence, yeah. But really, knocking out Biff was the ultimate self-confidence booster. So that completely changed his life. And their relationship, too, is more... Yeah. You can tell they're...
Well, and
George,
I think, gets the confidence because he saw Marty punch Biff. Like, he saw him beat Biff and was like, oh, Biff can be beat.
Yeah.
Like, if he can beat him, I could probably beat him. You know? Like, I mean, they don't really say that, but I think that's what gives him the confidence to say, no, I can punch this guy.
It's probably in George's mind when he's thinking about it and he clenches that fist, right?
Yeah. So, all because Darth Vader told him.
Yep. From the planet Vulcan. So, what other thoughts you got about Back to the Future?
I just love it.
Who's your favorite character in it?
Marty.
Marty?
Yeah.
Mine's Doc.
Yeah.
Just love Christopher Lloyd. He's perfect as Doc. Great Scott! All of his physical comedy and his facial expressions.
Yeah. His performance, the nuances of his performance make it, I think, even better than the lines.
Yeah.
The lines are good, but his little
quirks. Yeah. All right, well, what should people comment on with Back to the Future? We're going to have to rewatch the whole trilogy.
Oh, hell yeah.
So
Favorite part of Back to the Future?
Yeah,
favorite scene?
aspect?
Maybe your favorite line?
Favorite song from the score or the soundtrack?
Yeah.
There's a lot of good ones. Johnny Be Good and Earth Angel and Sandman. And then all the Huey Lewis songs. So, yeah.
Yeah. Favorite line?
And who's your favorite character?
For sure.
And what's your favorite chapter of Back to the Future?
1, 2, or 3.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for hanging out. This was a blast. My favorite movie, your favorite movie, well, our collective favorite movie.
Yep. Always lots of fun.
Always so much fun.
Yeah. Check out our Patreon link down below if you want early access to our videos, full-length commentary, access to polls, ups, pick, watch next. Links down there. Check it out. Until next time, have a good one.
Bye.